Hey everyone, welcome back to our Django e-commerce series. Today we are focusing on creating the product detail that not only displays detailed information about each product, but also integrates a rating and review system. We are going to cover the model setup for reviews and rating, build the logic phase reviews, and calculate ratings, and finally render everything in our product detail template. Let's dive in. So before we dive in, let's see what we have managed to accomplish in the previous videos. Python manage UI run server. Previous video, we managed to fetch all the product and displaying them in our homepage. So let's see how our site looks. So you can see we are able to showcase our products. So in this video, what we will be striving to achieve is to, whenever a customer clicks on a product, be able to be taken to the product detail where you can view the details of that product, give a review to that product, and see how many reviews have been given to that product. So let's get started. Okay. The first thing that we need to do is we'll start by taking a look at our review rating model. This model is going to store reviews and ratings given by users for each product. Here is how we will achieve it. So let's go back to our products app. Inside our products app, go to models file, and inside the model file, that is where we will add our review rating model. Okay, so we'll start by saying class review rating model, and then we will have the product. The product will be a foreign key linked to a specific product, and the user will link each user to give a review to that product, this user, and we have imported that user from django.contrib.org models import user. We have the review itself. You also need to have your subject. You need to add a subject. Okay, let's say subject. Okay, and then let's have we have a rating, which is a float, positive integer, and then let's take the IP address, and then let's have the status of that model and have the default one true, and then let's have created that and updated that. So what is happening here? We have a foreign key of product and user, which means that each review is linked to a specific product and user. Then we have a subject, a field for review, title, and a review field. The review field to store the user's written feedback. We have a rating, which is a positive integer field, okay, representing the star rating the user gave, usually 1 to 5, and then let me use a floating point for this because sometimes you have 4.5 rating, 4.1. Okay, so using floating field, it's more appropriate. Okay, so let's use a float field. Okay. And then we also have an IP address and a status field that is determining if the review is active and should be displayed. We have created that and updated that fields, which are automatically populated when the review is created and updated respectively. So we also included class meta. Class meta is just customized how the model appears in the admin interface and the orders the review by creation date. So let's do that. Add ordering. So ordering orders the reviews by creation date with the newest first. Now let's now having made changes in our models, we need to make migration so that we can stage those changes. So to do that, we need to stage those changes by saying Python manage.py, make migrations, and then let's add Python manage.py migrate so that those changes can be executed, those tables created in our database. So migrate, and then after doing this, we need to register this model. This model is for review and rating. Let me rename it to review rating. So once we change that, let's run make migrations again. Product renamed review rating, yes. And then let's now migrate. Once we do this, we need to register this model in our admin so that it can be reflected in our admin interface. So we have to import it, the review rating, and then register it and say admin.site register view rating. Okay, we have registered. So let's run the server. Python manage.py run server. Once we run the server, let's go to our admin interface and see if that model is showing up. So admin, right. So you can see we have product review. So the next part, let's now create our template, that is product detail. So we go to products app and go to views.py. Inside views.py is where we'll create dev product detail, then request, return, render product detail. Okay, so inside our templates, let's create products folder, and inside that product folder, we'll create our product detail template. Okay, let's do that. So go to your templates. Inside the templates, we have to create a products folder, and inside product folder, we will create this template, create product detail.html, right? And then paste it, and these will extend. Let's extend base.html. Remember, we had made the structure in the previous video. And then let's have a block content, a block title, block content, block title will have say product detail. Then let's have block content now, content, and then say let's have a h1 tag and say product detail. Okay, once we do this, we need to create a URLs pattern for this. So let's go back to our products app, and then inside products app, let's create a file called urls.py, and then from django.urls report path, and then let us import our views. So from both import views, let's create our URL pattern. URL patterns equals to, and then let's have a path and say product detail, then which we are using product detail function from our views file. Okay, so let's go to our home page. Before we go to home page, we need to register products URLs inside our project URL. So go to project URLs here, and then include the product URL. So pass the products URL. Okay, it was a capital So what we have done is we have created a URLs pattern for the app, which is products, and then included those URLs inside our project URLs. Okay, let me close this. Now to make the user, to allow the user to be able, whenever he clicks any product, is directed to product detail page. Let's go home page, and then inside the home page you can see we are looping all products using a for loop. So here inside our href tag, we will add our link there. Say URL product detail. So whenever a user clicks on any product, he is directed to product detail page. Okay, so let me refresh here. Whenever I click here, you can see I'm directed to product detail page. So, and you can see the link. Okay, so the next part we need to do is, now let's talk about getting absolute URL method, which is essential for product detail pages. So we need to add a method called get absolute URLs for products. So go back to, let me close this as well. Yeah. So go back to products models, product model, and you go up to product model. Okay. Inside product model, we need to create this function, get absolute URL. Okay. So dev get absolute URL, we need to have return reverse product detail. Let us pass in the arguments. We will have self dot let's pass in category dot slug, and then the product slug. Okay, so we are creating a get absolute URL. We are using reverse function, which we had imported from Django.url, import reverse. So add this function inside your product. Okay, so once we do that, this method, basically what this method does is tells Django how to generate a URL for product. By returning the URL for product detail, it constructs the path dynamically using the product's category slug and its own slug. This is critical for linking to the correct product detail page. Part 3, let's now build the product detail view. Now that we have set up our model and URL structure, let's move to the view that powers our product detail. Okay, so let's go to the view, and now let's work on this product detail. This product detail view, remember in our URL, we have passed in category slug and as well product slug. So we are going to pass those parameters inside our function. Okay, so we'll have category slug, and we have category of these. You'll have category slug. So we are passing category slug and product slug as our parameters. And now let's use this function, the get object or for. So get object or for to get the product, and if the product does not exist, return what? Return a 4 error. So we'll try and say product get object or for product. Let's import the product model. So from Django dot model import product. So we are trying to get the product. Basically, we are using this function. This function gets that product. If that product is not found, it returns for error. Let us close the try exception as B and raise B. The next thing now we need to do is fetch the gallery images related to the product and then grab the approve the reviews for the product. So first of all, we need to import variation category, and then we need to import the variation. Okay, and then let's have a variation category equals to variation category dot objects. We are filtering each variation for each product, and then those variation category must be distinct. And then let's have variations, and then let's have those ones that are active. If active equals to true. Okay. So here we are fetching the available variations for the product, like size or color, so that the users can select different options. And then now let's deal with the star rating and review summary. So now let's calculate the star ratings and review summary. Okay. So let's have full stars. We need to calculate the full stars. Full stars will have a range, and then it will be an integer of the product. Product dot average review. So let's create the function. We need to create that function average review, which calculates the average rating for the product. So let's go back to our model, and inside our product model, just below absolute URL, let's add the function to calculate the average rating of the product. Okay, so what we will have is reviews equals to new rating dot objects dot filter, and then let's pass in the product equals to self, then say status equals to true, and then let's calculate the average. Yeah, get the average equals to reduce dot aggregate average to the rating, and then let's return a float average. So return a float average. If average is not none, let's have it not none, else. Okay, so this function here, this method here, will calculate the average rating for the product. We are using that function to calculate our full stars. And then now let's calculate the empty stars. Empty stars equals to range. We need to have 5 of them minus full stars, so that we can know how many stars that we need to reach 5 stars. And then let us have a total review equals to review dot count. Count. Let's get the review. So say review equals to review rating. Let's first of all import the review rating. Say the review rating. Okay, so let's have reviews equals to review rating dot object dot filter for each product, and have the status equals to true. So let's have product dot ID. Now let's have the gallery as well. Let's fetch the gallery of each product. Okay, gallery equals to product gallery. Let's import that model, the product gallery, and then this gallery equals to product gallery, and then fetch that gallery for that product. So in these two lines, we are fetching gallery images related to that product and grabbing the approved reviews for the product. Okay, and here in variations, we are also fetching the available variation for the product, like size or color, so that the users can select different options. And here we are calculating the number of full stars based on the average rating, and then determining how many empty stars we need to make the total of 5. Okay. Now let's do a review summary. So say review summary. Review summary will be a dictionary. So we'll have 5 stars. Then we'll have reviews.filter count. We'll have same thing for the 4 stars, same thing for 3 stars, same thing for 2 stars, same thing for 1 star. Okay. Here we are calculating the review breakdown to show how many 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, and 1 star. Then if they are reviewed based on the review summary, so let's say if total reviews is greater than 0, then we have 14 in reviews. We have 14 reviews, then we divide by the total reviews times 100, we get the percentage. Okay, so here what we are trying to achieve with these lines, we are calculating the percentage of each rating and display this in a summary. So we are saying if they are review in total, so total review greater than 0. So for key, remember, this is our key. So with these, we are calculating the percentage, and then once we have done that, now let's pass everything to a template. So we are going to create a context of a dictionary, and then pass in everything. So let's start by passing in a product. Here's a product, and then product, and let's have a gallery. Let's have gallery. Let's have review. Let's have full stars. Full stars. Okay, let's check that full star. Let's have empty stars. Let's have variation category. Variation category. Let's have variations. And let us have review summary. Review summary. And then let's pass in that context. So if we have created this product function to display everything, so the context includes the product details, gallery, images, reviews, star rating, and variations. All of these will be used in our template to display a beautiful product detail page. If we go back to our product, refresh, we will get an error since we have not passed these two positional arguments inside our URL pattern. So even if we click this, we will get the same. So we need to alter our urls.py. So let's go back to our urls.py and then fix that as well. Okay. So we'll go back to the products URLs. In here, we will have, let me remove this, and then let's pass in, let's have, say, category, and then pass in the arguments, which is a slug, and say category slug. Okay. So slug, category slug, then let's add another thing and say product, and pass in the argument, which was a slug as well. It was product slug, right? And then now, for this to work, we need to go back to our home page and remove these. Now we are using absolute URL. Remember, we had defined our absolute URL model method, and this method. So we'll use that. So open double braces and say product dot get absolute URL. Okay. Having done this, let's try to go back, go home page. Let's refresh. So if we click any product, we will be able to. Okay. Can't resolve keyword variation into the field choices variations. Okay. We need to change this field to be variation. So let's go back. Let's go to our models. Okay. Inside our models, we need to fix this inside the variations. Under variation category, let's change C variation to variations. Okay, and let us refresh again. You can see, and you can see the URL. It has products category. We have footwear product. We have the Timberland and the name of the product. So this is how the absolute URLs are being generated. Okay, and for that, in the next video, we will be working on displaying every detail in our project, in our product detail page. For now, we have managed to create fully functional views that will help us display everything about that product. Okay. So in the next video, we'll continue to expand the functionality of our e-commerce site. So stay tuned. If you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.